Okay.
Hi, Colette.
Hi, Melissa.
Can you can hear me okay?
Yes.
Good. And how about my screen? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Perfect, perfect. Thank you. Welcome, parents. Thank you for joining us in our discussion today. My name is Melissa Pavanka. I'm a social worker here at Sunshine, and I cover primarily the Chestnut unit, and I also have a handful of residents that I work with on Maple.
Yes, and I'm Colette Howard. I'm a social worker on the Maple unit here at Sunshine. And we thank you so much for joining us on the platform today. Our social work team is here to support your family's journey in every way we can. And we've created this new virtual platform to share helpful information on topics that matter to you. We welcome you to join us on the third Thursdays of the month at 6:30, and a link will be sent to you if you haven't received it as of yet. And the reason that we've developed this is because we've heard some topics that parents are interested in, and so we thought it would be a great opportunity for us to have some workshops on issues that matter to you.
Today's topic is one that comes up again and again in some way or another for our families here at Sunshine, and that's what does it actually mean to be a good parent when your child has significant medical complexities? Take a moment to think about that. What does good parenting mean to you? There's no right or wrong answer, and there's no ideal way to parent children who have a magnitude of medical needs. Your journey is a unique one with a tremendous emotional and logistical load. And today we'll explore good parenting beliefs, the values and expectations parents hold about being a good parent, and how these beliefs can support but sometimes challenge parents and caregivers.
Parenting expectations often don't fit our lived reality. Medically fragile children require a complex type of caregiving. Parents are often judged, misunderstood, or isolated. Addressing good parent beliefs offer a guiding compass. It does not evoke more stress. It is important to discuss good parenting beliefs to dispel the assumptions that all children are healthy, stable, and predictable. Working with our children, we know that predictability is just not the case. Your child requires intensive care, including G-tube feedings, appointments with specialists, surgeries, admission here to a skilled nursing facility, rehabs, Committee on Special Education meetings, quarterly and annual care plan meetings, and then you receive the calls in the morning, calls in the evening. You're getting surveys. We're calling all day long. What you face as a parent is greater than most people will ever know or understand or experience. Good parent beliefs are deeply personal and are guided by all of the skills you've developed raising your child. Since your responsibilities are heightened, it is important to examine what good parent beliefs look like for you and determine ways to express those beliefs to your friends, to your family, and to your team here at Sunshine.
Some of these messages that you see here are often spoken. You hear them in society, and oftentimes they're unspoken. You may hear or tell yourself, a good parent always knows what to do. A good parent never gives up. A good parent protects their child from everything. A good parent sacrifices everything. Some additional ones may be, I must always advocate for my child. I should never feel tired or overwhelmed. I must protect my child from all suffering. These narratives come from social, cultural, and religious expectations. but these messages are idealistic and almost never are inclusive of parenting children with medical complexities. These messages are understandable, but they lead to feelings of shame, guilt, and pressure, especially when your decisions might involve procedures, risk, and limitations for your child. Research shows that parents who hold these rigid and perfectionistic beliefs often experience more guilt, more exhaustion, and more stress.
And society just doesn't see the emotional cost that you have and the grief of what might have been that you experience. The emotional cost. Caregivers of children with medical complexity have a unique experience of trauma and resilience, which includes high levels of chronic and toxic stress, starting with hearing your child's initial diagnoses and then going on through the unpredictable health outcomes and then the health crises that may come up and not and also including the financial concerns that you have, missing work and having to go out for appointments and things of that nature, along with the ongoing interactions that you have with the medical professionals. These feelings are exacerbated when others in the community just don't understand the emotional toll that you're experiencing. One parent is quoted saying, "It just seems like people don't understand me. They don't see what I have to do, and I don't know who to turn to." And then there's the grief. Many parents experience grief for their children, not reaching a milestone or having a life free from intense cares or a future that looks different than what was planned. When you experience grief, just know that it's a normal and valid response to raising a child with heightened cares and needs. Grieving doesn't mean that you've given up on your child. Parents hold grief and love in the same hand.
In the most simplistic way, this is the definition that we like the best, which is compassion. Good parents are compassionately present, doing the best they can with what they know and what they have. But really, there is no universal definition, and there is no universal measure on what makes a good parent. And we want to encourage you to reframe beliefs from idealistic narratives to compassion, from control to presence, from guilt to acceptance. Allowing for this flexibility helps to focus on love and presence rather than perfection. And parents who are able to shift their beliefs to narratives that offer more compassion for themselves tend to cope better. They tend to feel more connected to their child. It's important to know that reframing does not mean lowering your standards. It just means shifting a focus. Instead of I must always be strong and advocate for everything, try it's okay to need support. And that's part of being a good parent. Also, studies show that parents who speak openly about their good parent beliefs do not feel more stress. It has often been believed that having these conversations with others may evoke burden, guilt, or other negative feelings that cause a lot of pressure. But in fact, when parents are able to define for themselves openly, it helps the parents and caregivers to clarify what is important to them and helps to clarify with their child's treatment team. And this in turn helps to create a sense of more peace. And then your own beliefs become a source of support and an internal guiding compass in decision making. It is also important to know that being a good parent is not static, but instead may shift over time and also may shift across situations.
And also, what assists us in creating that sense of peace is realizing that you can't do it alone. It's unfair to carry all the responsibilities required alone. You need a team and you need a village to help you along the way. And when you have this team, that team has to be guided by your good parent beliefs. No one knows your child like you. And in regards to sunshine, when you share your beliefs with the clinical team, as we've mentioned before, it truly enables the team and parents to be more aligned. And this creates an environment where parents are heard and respected in the decision-making process. And we just like to take a moment now and think about, what does being a good parent mean to you? And in what ways do you share your good parent beliefs with your clinical team?
Many parents, especially those with medically fragile children, find themselves having to defend their parenting choices. But we want to encourage you to not defend your choices, but talk about them in the way that talk about your parenting choices in the best way possible for you, and in a way that sets boundaries as well. For example, you may say, we make decisions based on quality of life. Our child's comfort and happiness come first. Typical approaches may not work for our family. We want to encourage you all to set these boundaries with those around you, whether that be friends, family, your community. And this is to protect your peace. You don't have to justify your child's needs to everyone. You don't have to explain your parenting choices to the world. But what is extremely important, however, is articulating with your care team what your values and priorities are. And that's not to defend, but it's to guide care. Talking about your values and parenting beliefs with your clinical team helps to guide care, promote partnership, and support in alignment.
In summary, a good parent can feel sideswiped by others who don't understand the complexities involved in parenting a child with medical complexities. Social and cultural messages of being a good parent don't always include the added responsibilities and sacrifices that you make. A good parent explores their own meaning and feels empowered to uphold those beliefs. A good parent understands that they can't do it all, that they need a team. And a good parent is not perfect. A good parent is compassionate, doing the best you can with what you know and what you have. Our hope is again that you recognize your good parent beliefs and that you feel welcome to share those beliefs with your sunshine team.
Yes, we want to talk about it with you, and we want to have those conversations. So please feel free to bring it up, and just know that we'll be having these conversations with you. We want to offer you some additional resources, so you may want to take a screenshot of this screen right here. Please talk to us about these resources. We have the Courageous Parents Network, Parent to Parent, and Family Voices. Talk to us about them. We can give you more detail, and of course, we can also share other resources that may assist you and your family. Here's just our series schedule for our upcoming discussions. We have next, From Hospital to Home, a guide to medical and nursing care. Then we have in February, Balancing Hope and Reality and Navigating Expectations. In March, we have Understanding Your Child's Education. And finally, in April, we have Refilling Your Cup, the Power of Self-Care in Caregiving. So we hope you can join us for one of these or all of them, and the link to join will be the same for each series. We hope to see you there.
And before we close, we'd like to share a poem, More Than Enough. You walk a road not drawn on maps, with winding turns and gentle gaps, where milestones bloom in their own time, and victories feel like hills to climb. Your hands have learned a softer hold. your heart a courage fierce and bold. You speak in patience, love, and grace, and see the light in every face. The world may rush, may fail to see the quiet strength in you and he, but every laugh, each shining eye, is proof of love that will not die. You are the anchor, calm and true, the steady sky your child looks to. And though the path is not the same, it's paved with joy and loves your flame. Author unknown, but we felt it was a good poem for tonight, and we hope that it gives you some peace.
Thank you so much, Colette.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good one, everyone. Hope to see you soon during our next discussions.
Thank you.